Yamaha rider fires to the front of the field. Hopefully everyone made it through the first few turns successfully. And it looks like Darren Durham fighting for that #1 spot, the all-black Fast House getup. Darren Durham was my pick. Can he go the distance? Kid's got all the talent in the world coming back to play with us here at Loretta Lynn's. You see the big #1 up, Mike Brown. Brownie back there in the #3-2 spot now. So Darren Durham out front. Mike Brown going to camp out right behind him. He can go the distance. Darren Durham, just a Swiss Army knife in terms of events that he does for Fast House now. Just kind of goes off on his own little hunt. We saw him at Vintage Motorcycle Days last year, Mammoth Mountain, doing some of that. He'll race anything you put in front of him. Wow, wheeling all the way through those ruts. He did not even put the front wheel down. He's turning, doing a wheelie out of that right-hander. Style for days. The #59, the Fast House ride. Looking strong. Mike Brown, like I said, camped out right behind him. The #65 right there in the #3 spot. That's Preston Mole out of California. So some major league talent in this +25 class. Center of the racetrack. Pick them up. Darren Durham just hopping over the braking bumps. Mike Brown right there with him. Preston Mole in the #3 spot. And there's Brad Smith in the #4 spot. Brad Smith tunes up the riders down at MTF, runs the heavy equipment down there, taking a few minutes off to go do a little racing. Rounding out the top 5, it is Jeff Loop out of San Bernardino, California. For a time there, he had to have been the tallest rider on the motocross tour, no doubt. So that's your running order. Jeff Loop holding down the top 5. Darren Downs is 6th. Franklin Noguera is 7th. Michael Bugg 8th. Jay Weller 9th. And Nicholas Hayes 10th. So Darren Durham into the 10 Commandments first. Got about a 2-second lead over Mike Brown. Mike Brown spotted him about 20 years. Brownie coming in at 47. Darren Durham maybe 26, 27. So about 20, 22 years difference there. So back out of Storyland. Picks that inside rut. Darren Durham. Grab that hole shot. Triples in. Hits this right-hander. Just having fun. This kid just kind of gets to pick and choose the events he wants to do. Right in front of us, the big sweeper. Durham just about pulls the right leg off the bike. Durham for a time was a pro circuit rider there with Mitch Payton. A few injuries set him back, still out there riding the dirt bike. And I'm telling you, I'll put his style up at just about against anyone. He looks incredible on a motorcycle. Mike Brown trying to follow him around, and I'm telling you, Mike Brown's not going to run out of gas. He will go all 20 minutes of this one. And Jeff Loop still in the #5 spot. No, he has dropped a spot. Noguera has got him. Frankie Noguera has jumped into the #5 spot. Smith is 4th. Preston Mole is 3rd. Mike Brown in the #1 spot. Darren Durham, your leader. So Loop, a regular on the national scene. Mike Brown, Darren Durham, they've done their time as well. Durham's line through the 10 Commandments really looks like it's working too. All the way on the inside, he's able to triple out. Starting to stretch it out a little bit. He had about a 1.2-second lead. Now he's got it opened up to about 3 seconds. Well, maybe 2.5 seconds. There's Mike Brown. We saw him earlier in the day cruising around to win that +40 class. Now he's having to drop the lap times for sure. 154s for Durham and Mike Brown. Mike Brown's 47 years old, just ran a 154 lap time. They have motored off in the rest of the field. They've got a 6-second lead over Preston Mole, Brad Smith 4th. Nogueira is 5th.
Well, this is the big test, Kevin. Can just straight gnarliness and fitness overcome what?
Talent.
17 years of age?
Right.
And a lot of talent for Darren Durham. And it's about even right now.
How old's Darren? Is he 30 yet?
I think he's 30.
Maybe 30.
I heard.
About
They're 29. Yeah.
Gotcha.
We were bench racing about it earlier. I was talking to the Bell Helmets guys. They think he's 30. But Brown, what do you say, 47?
Yeah, he's 47 is what Davey said. Yeah, 55, it'll tell you right there, won't it?
If we can find the number 99. 59. 30. Yeah, Darren Durham is 30. Mike Brown, 47. So we nailed it. 17 years between them, but straight gnarliness can overcome a lot of that. And right now, Brown is not letting Double D go.
Brown was racing Supercross before Darren Durham was born.
He's right on him now.
Yep, here we go in the 10 Commandments. I like his line through here, though. He's able to.
Oh, Durham almost threw it away.
Mike Brown is coming. Brownie ran a good, clean line through those 10 Commandments. Durham has cleaned that section every time, and he just couldn't get the run out that time.
Into the storyline we go. Brown has got Durham in his sights. This is two completely different riding styles, living styles.
Approaches to everything.
Everything, yes. Yeah. We get the gnarliest, just most serious dude ever. Durham always having a good time, always flowing, always having fun.
He did that. He's just been wheeling out of that. He's turning and wheeling out of that right-hander. Durham's like he's the equivalent of a surfer that just does soul riding. He just goes and does whatever he's into.
It's whatever's just on field, dude. We're looking for the ultimate rush.
He raced VMD last year, Vintage Motorcycle Days. I told him about it at Mammoth. 2 weeks later, he goes, all right, I'll see you there.
What?
He hits me up. He goes, hey, I'm here. Now, what do I do?
Did he get a bike?
He borrowed a bike, one of the raddest bikes they had out there. He did everything he could race. The drag race, the motocross, all that stuff.
Really?
Yeah.
That's pretty awesome. Mike Brown right there on Durham. Preston Mole 3rd, Brad Smith, Franklin Nogueras.
There's your boy, Jeff Luke.
I know. Wait a minute. Durham went down. Durham went down in that corner. We almost got blocked by the flagger there with the camera, but Durham goes down, and that's going to allow Brown to take the lead.
He'll just go straight to the beer tent then. He's like, I'm good.
Yeah, not going to happen. Brown, meanwhile, is like, what are we doing, a 45-minute moto? How long are we doing this?
Got the big IMS tank there. He'll just take off straight into the woods, get in a good hour woods loop before the sun goes down.
An enduro cross, going to climb over some cars in the parking lot.
Pick them up, do a CrossFit exercise, workout of the day maybe. Finish up with 1,000 burpees, call it a night. Maybe swim all the way to Nashville.
Yeah, he's in the creek, but he's doing it to swim. He's doing it for fitness. He doesn't go in the creek to hang out. He actually swims up that dam that they have over there by Loretta's house.
He's a salmon.
Yeah,
he can literally swim up a waterfall.
It's Mike Brown.
Blountville, Tennessee. Gray, Tennessee. Where is it from? Gray or Blountville? It was Gray
apparently it's all the same. Piney Flats.
Piney Flats.
It's all the same. Wow. Johnson City. It's all the same. Tri-Cities area is actually what they call it. Only one tragic thing in this sport. Only one. Somehow Mike Brown never raced the Muddy Creek National during the years that we did have it. A couple of years, I think he was actually a Husqvarna rider, and they didn't have a bike homologated for motocross, so that wiped out a year or two. And they had a bike homologated, and then he came down here to race Loretta's. Never got that shot. Would have loved to have seen a 40-some-year-old, probably whole shot, lead for a while.
He would be the John Dowd of Muddy Creek.
Muddy Creek.
Pat Barton, same deal.
Every track needs to have one. Josh Grants told me he wants to be that guy at Glen Helen. I'll just keep showing up at that track. So Mike Brown, if he doesn't have Muddy Creek for the National, he's going to have to make this
his National.
His National, his home track, and he's doing it. He has been unstoppable. That was absolutely ridiculous. And what was that, 40-plus earlier today?
Oh, that was a cruise job. That was practice.
He was standing up almost the entire lap.
Yes, because he barely turned a 159. This race here, he ran a 154.
Jeez.
154.
I had to find 4 seconds.
And I did it.
And I did.
Went back, talked to the wife. Just found a good line for me, and we just, farming.
So Brown's through past the Yamaha mechanics area on his Yamaha.
Does he need a mechanic at this point? Like, does he need
what is he going to learn?
What are you going to tell me?
What are you going to tell me he does not know?
Hey, you're in first.
Yeah, good point.
I got that.
Thank you. So that's a good point. Yeah, what is he learning at this point? There's
teaching.
Durham.
He is teaching.
Back up to second. Preston Mull third. Franklin O'Garis moving up. He's in the 4th place spot. Jeff Loop's been shuffled back to 7th because Brad Smith is 5th. Nick Hayes 6th. Jeff Loop 7th. Darren Downs 8th. Terry Otten and Jay Weller round out the top 10. Dennis Stapleton in 11th.
Some former bad dudes out there. They're still good on a dirt bike, but just back in the day, all the talent out here on the racetrack right now. I love that. I love the fact that these guys come back and race. And some guys get upset about it, but they hit the requirements. They're 25. They want to come back and ride Loretta's. It's fun. It's cool to see Mike Brown. I wouldn't want to see a guy like you win this thing. I want to see Mike Brown win it.
You're good with this. You're good with the Mike Brown.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's awesome. Look at this.
Wow.
Taking on an army of lap riders now, Mike Brown. And again,
what kind of rebel yells he giving him as he's working his way through there?
Hey, man. Look out. Every time he jumps. He's a good old boy. There's no doubt about it.
Got himself into a whole heap of trouble. There's bushes. He keeps jumping bushes out in the middle of the track.
Yeah, there's always a road closed. And he's got to go through those.
Across the fender, getting on his bike.
Well, that lap rider slowed him up completely. He had to drag the rear brake, come to a stop. Brown getting back around. Just past the halfway mark. He's got 10 seconds on Durham. Preston Mull is 3rd. Nogueras and Brad Smith. There's Durham looking good in the number 2 spot.
Mike Brown has to be a guy that when I think of contingency has probably amassed a ton of it, because they didn't have contingency until about 87 or 88, and that was right when he started. He was banging out the B class, 254, everything. He was racing it all.
Yeah, and just imagine how many Mega Series, Ultra Series, all that. Imagine how many races he's done as we see Durham come by.
Sam Gammons, he just come by and grab his wallet at the end of the day. Here, just give me that wallet.
Just give me that. Put it on the table.
As soon as he signs up, Sam, go ahead and give him your wallet. He is taking a lot of Sam Gammon's money.
Yeah, a lot of purse money. Literally taking the purse. Just give me the whole purse. And whatever's in it, I'm taking it. Yep. Yep, he was going to Prada bag, Chanel, Coco Chanel, purse. A lot of purse money won by Mike Brown through the years. But right now, it's just all about bragging rights and trying to take this 25-plus championship again. And when you are 47 years old and you're able to win the plus 25 class, which he's already done here for the last couple of years, you're doing something right. 48 now, and he just have a birthday?
Yeah, during this moto. He aged a whole year.
Aged a whole year, 1 year older.
This place will do it to you.
The stress.
The dog years, man.
It's like looking at a president 8 years after going in and out of office. Just
Obama looks 38, though. That guy never aged. Bill Clinton looks 112.
The hair just turned gray.
That's it. He's still got skills.
Where is Brown? I'm just going to look up the championships for Brown here.
He's picked off a couple a year here for a while now.
Yeah, junior 25 plus in 2017 and 2018. So he's looking for 3 straight. And he's won 2 titles in 2017 and 2 titles in 2018. So
how many totals does he have?
Believe it or not, from the regular amateur ranks, he only has 2 titles, right. 125B, 125A. So he only had 2 from the pure amateur days. But he's going to try to work on 6 titles in 3 years. That's the goal this season. Brown comes through in the number 1, now part of the blue crew. Watching Durham here on the 59. Durham, I believe, has a title, only 1, but was a co-winner of the Horizon Award with P.J. Larson.
We all remember that year. Was that the year or the year before when you took P.J. Larson's water when he broke his leg?
Yeah, that was, I think, when he's in the B class.
He was in the middle of the track.
Yeah, I took his water. Yep.
That was not really how it happened, but that's the way it appeared.
Yes, that was the year before that. P.J. Larson in the B class. Crash on that tabletop they used to have in the middle of the track.
Big one, the Tommy Hahn.
Breaks his leg, the Tommy Hahn whip jump, yep. So they got him on the medic's cart, strapping him down, and the dude's like burning, like, he's so hot. He's so sweaty. Yeah. And everybody's like, are you okay? And they're strapping him down. I'm like, you got any water? And they're like, we're trying to take care of an injured rider right now.
He needs the water, not you.
Yeah, it's not really the time to ask for our water. And I'm like,
and they ride off.
And they start driving off, and I'm like, no, it was for him. It was for him. And they just drove off. They never heard me.
The whole, as far as they're concerned, you wanted a guy with a broke leg.
Broke leg. Give me that water. I'm thirsty.
Oh, that's the best.
Yeah.
I love that story. That's
really what happened.
I was out there. I saw it.
I'm like, you guys have water? And they're like,
come on,
we're
man.
dealing with a guy with a broken leg. It's not really time to take a drink right now. And I'm like, no, for him. And they started driving away. And they never heard me.
Nope.
Yeah.
Out of all South Carolina.
Yeah. Let's see how close Durham is. Oh, Brown. That is, I guess, finding the smooth line, I'll call it. He was right on the edge of the track, finding that sand just to avoid a bump or two.
2-lap card is out for Mike Brown. He
well, that
cruises
means
right in front of us. That means there's 2 laps.
2-lap card is out. Wygant out.
Oh, wow. You're talking about yourself in third party?
Yeah, that's right. Yep.
Wow.
Yeah, that's how I do it.
Wow.
Wygant out. Just like that guy that hosts like every TV show in real life. What's that guy's
from
name?
Atlanta. What is his name?
I don't know.
Ryan Seacrest.
Ryan Seacrest. Yep. I've been told many times with the amount of things I host, I'm kind of the Ryan Seacrest of motocross. The problem is, I don't think motocross pays quite.
It does not.
What Ryan Seacrest is probably making for all those gigs.
Correct.
It's all in fractions, like at a fraction of the salary. It's all relative. Yes. I don't know if I'm making what he gets for the hosting Dick Clark's Rockin' New Year's Eve.
Oh.
Probably not.
No.
Probably not.
So Mike Brown all alone. He's got an 8-second lead over Darren Durham. Preston Mole still third. Durham's still in this thing as far as the championship's concerned, but he's going to have to go out and straight up beat Mike Brown. Durham was leading. Brown was catching him. He's about a bike length off the bumper of Darren Durham. Durham went down and handed the lead back off to Mike Brown. It looks like Jeff Loop making a pass on Dennis Stapleton. Stapleton and Loop kind of going at it, actually. They're right in front of us here in the announcer's tower. Closing stages here. 16 minutes have elapsed. We got about 3 more minutes to go. Darren Durham with the fastest lap, though, with a 1:53.7. But Mike Brown going to win this one. I guarantee you there's somebody out there that's been lapped twice by Mike Brown right now. There's Brownie around the big Thor Beach, the big sweeper there. And he is way on the inside of the track, like Wygant says. On the left-hand inside rut there, looks over his shoulder. There's nobody there. Nobody there. Darren Durham hanging tough in the number 2 spot. White flag is out. 1 more to go. Mike Brown on his way to double Moto wins on the day. Brownie picked up a +40 win earlier today. Tuned him up for this +25. You can tell Mike came out swinging on this one. He was all in. Dunlop Tires bringing you the top 10. It's Justin Kraft in the number 10 spot. Stapleton is 9th. Darren Downs 8th. Jeff Loop 7th. Nicholas Hayes 6th. Brad Smith, top 5 ride for him. Franklin Noguera is 4th. And here is your podium. Preston Mole is 3rd. Durham is 2nd. And Mike Brown is your leader. Through the 10 Commandments one more time. And Brownie on his way to a perfect day here at the ranch. Race number 19, the Super Mini 2. Super Mini 2. We saw Max Volan during practice yesterday jump that Kawasaki step down. He did what the schoolboy riders were doing. He jumped 2 rollers after the landing, and it took its toll. He went flipping. It is madness because the degree of difficulty and if you overjump, underjump, you're going to go down. And he went down hard. He flipping off of the racetrack, and it looked like it shook him up. But I believe he's back, going to be racing with us today. So I don't think that's a chance I would take. I just don't see the risk reward for that. It's just not worth it. I think he's going to be comfortable. If he's healthy, he's the guy to beat, regardless if he does that jump or not. Definitely style points, man. You're going to make the Instagram. Loretta Lynn's will definitely find you and put you on there, the MX Sports Instagram. Here we go. Last turn, Mike Brown. Downtown Mike Brown looking over his shoulder. He is going to win this one going away. He'll bring it on in with a 5-second margin of victory over Darren Durham. There is Durham on the 55 Fast House ride. Solid ride for Darren. Preston Mole on the 65 ride. We'll be looking down the line for him. The rest of the riders coming through. Still looking for Mole. He was 23 seconds back of Darren Durham. So those 2 guys, Brown and Durham, went off and hid from the rest of the field. There is Preston Mole just now coming across the stripe. And here are your results. It's going to be Brown, Durham, Mole. New Guerra will finish fourth. Brad Smith rounds out your top 5. And then the rest of your top 10, Hayes, Loop, Stapleton Craft, and down we will get ready to send it all the way down. Going to crow hop it down there to you, Jason Wygant. Take it away, Jason Wygant, on our podium with Michael Brown.
All right, this guy knows the drill at Loretta's quite well. Won a moto earlier today by a big margin and did it again. We are wondering if just straight gnarliness can overcome like 20 years that he's spotting everyone in this class. Yep, so far it can. Mike Brown wins 25 plus. Well, the bench racers love it every year in 25. We knew Darren Durham would be here. He's certainly fast, and you guys put on a little show there for a while.
Yeah, he was riding good, you know, just trying to follow his lines. He had the great lines and the lines I was using earlier, so it's hard to pass, and you know, luckily he made a mistake over there. It's been a good race to the end for sure, and you know, I'm glad he's here. You know, it makes it more presentable if I do good, bad, or whatever, but it's good when they come out and ride like I do. I love it. I'll be here probably till I'm 75 if I can get a bike.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. You were like 4 seconds faster in this moto than your previous. Is that just from pushing, or did the track come around, or is that just you had to step it up?
Yeah, I stepped it up. He went faster, I went faster. I still had a little bit left there, I think, and you know, just try to use what I had to stay with him and see what happens, and wait for the last 2 or 3 laps to see what I can do. If I had anything left, I would. If I didn't, I'd get second or third, or probably crash trying.
Here's more motos. We'll see what happens. Who do you want to thank, Mike?
Yamaha, Rockstar, FXR, Rock River Racing, Yamaha for sure. Get me out here. Dunlop tires, 60 helmets, OP goggles, Alpine Star for the great boots, and Pro Taper. All these guys, they've been behind me for a long time. CTI Knee Braces is probably my long-time sponsor for 30 years, but everybody's great. All the manufacturers I rode for, I wouldn't be here for everybody from 32 years past here.
Wow, you're thanking everyone you rode for. That's pretty cool. There's our moto winner. Let's hear it from Mike Brown. And he has pretty much ridden them all at some point, legitimately. So that's our moto winner. We're going to bring up Darren Durham. Welcome back to Loretta Lynn's Ranch for him, former co-winner of the Horizon Award. And Preston Mole, by the way, a good run to take third. We'll talk to him in a moment. But first, let's welcome back Double D. Good run on the number 59 for silver. Come on out front. I know it'd be nice to lean on the motorcycle, but this will, yeah, you get your logos. Let's hear it for Darren Durham. Thank you. Well, we were hoping it'd be a show, and it was. You guys are battling for a little bit. Tipped over in that corner. What happened there?
I just came in. I was pinching all my turns really tight, and I learned a little bit at the end, but I just pinched it really tight, and I laid it over, and I actually drug my handlebar and my shroud in the dirt. I just laid it over a little too far, and Brown gave a little woo-woo. Like he was pumped. He got the lead easy, so hopefully next moto I don't give it up so easy.
Yeah, how'd you feel when you were running that pace? Do you think you could have held it to the end if not for the mistake? How's it feel, at least after one moto?
Yeah, it's been 11 years since I've been back here, and I haven't raced at all this year, so it felt good to get out and get the blood flowing, and I think I can ride a lot better than that, so hopefully the next moto I can put on a show and run up there with Brownie the whole time.
All right. Who do you want to thank, D? To get some water.
Yeah, I want to thank Fast House for always supporting me. Bell Helmets, 100% hooked up with goggles, Garnet boots, and then, you know, my bike's been awesome. My bike's always awesome, so I really got to thank Dunlop, Sunstar chains, Twin Air, PR2 suspension. My bike's working great. Twisted Development, ripped another big hole shot. I can't really think of everyone right now, but thanks for helping me out. I really appreciate it.
Awesome to have him back. Let's hear it for Darren Durham. Preston Mole, I believe, ended up in third in that one. That was a really good run to earn the bronze, and the fans seem to like that as well. Let's get him on up. And our bronze medalist, there he is, Preston Mole.
So sick.
Yeah. Good to see you again, Preston. How'd that moto go?
It went great. I got a great start. Dunlop tires hooked up awesome off the line in that deep stuff. I have the MX-12 on. Thing was ripping. The 2 leaders got away, and I just couldn't match their pace. They were unreal out there. It's an honor to race against Mike Brown and Darren Durham. They're supreme athletes, man, and if without them, winning isn't nothing. So.
Yeah, so you'll be happy with the bronze. That's cool still.
Yeah, I'm happy to be here. This is my first time ever riding at Loretta Lynn's.
What?
Yeah, I had a full pro career and was never here as an amateur, so this is my first laps on this track.
Wow, I did not expect that. Yeah.
And my dad's here.
All right. It finally happened. It just did reverse of the way it probably should have went, right? Who do you want to thank, man?
Man, I want to thank Fly Racing, 60 Helmets, 100%, NorCal KTM. I want to thank all the families that allow me to, give advice to their kids, because without them, I wouldn't have a way to be here. So I'm super thankful. Evans Power Sports, Recluse Racing, dude, Dunlop Tires, Enzo Suspension. It's an honor, man. I'm so fortunate. It's sick.
Is he always this pumped, or is this something special right here? Are you always this pumped? Okay.
I am.
That's awesome. Loretta's, that'll help the emotions as well. He's got himself a bronze. I'll high-five you on that. That was really good. Welcome to the ranch, Preston Mole.